Ever wonder why the most successful people you know seem to eat like birds, while your doctor keeps pushing 3 square meals like it's still 1950? Welcome to the battlefield of meal frequency, where your grandmother's wisdom collides head-on with Silicon Valley biohackers. Imagine you're standing in your kitchen at 7 in the morning, coffee in hand, stomach completely silent. You're not hungry, not even a little bit. But that voice in your head whispers that you're doing something wrong, that breakfast is the most important meal of the day, that skipping it means your metabolism will crash and burn. Here's the twist nobody tells you up front. That whole breakfast mythology, it was largely crafted by cereal companies in the early 20th century. They needed to sell product, so they sold you a story about morning fuel that your body supposedly can't function without. Now picture yourself at 40, 50, 60 years old, trying to force down 3 full meals when your body's screaming that it doesn't want that much food anymore. Your digestion slows as you age. Your metabolism shifts. Your activity levels change unless you're training for marathons in your retirement. So what's actually happening inside your body when you eat once, twice, or 3 times a day? The answer is way more complicated than any diet guru wants to admit. Your digestive system is like a factory that needs downtime for maintenance and repair. When you're constantly feeding it, that factory never gets to clean house, never gets to do the deep cellular work that happens during fasting periods. This isn't pseudoscience. This is autophagy, the process where your cells basically take out their own trash and recycle damaged parts. But here's where it gets interesting. The fitness industry and nutrition establishment spent decades pushing frequent small meals, claiming it would keep your metabolism revved up like some kind of internal combustion engine. 6 meals a day. Never let yourself get hungry. Keep that fire burning. Turns out, that theory was mostly wishful thinking, dressed up as science. Your metabolism doesn't care if you eat 3 times or 6 times as long as your total calories are the same. The human body is smarter than a simple furnace that needs constant stoking. Meanwhile, you've got people practicing OMAD that's 1 meal a day for the uninitiated, claiming they've never felt better, sharper, more energized. Then you've got others saying they pass out without breakfast, that skipping meals makes them irritable and unfocused. Who's right? Both of them, actually. Because here's the secret. The diet industry doesn't want plastered on billboards. Individual variation is enormous, and your needs change as you age. That bloating you mentioned, that heavy stomach feeling, that post-meal fatigue, that's your body giving you feedback. It's saying, hey, maybe 3 full meals is too much for me now. But we've been so conditioned to ignore our internal signals that we override them with external rules. The research on intermittent fasting and reduced meal frequency has exploded over the past decade. Studies show potential benefits ranging from improved insulin sensitivity to better cognitive function to increased longevity in animal models. But, and this is a big but, most of those studies aren't comparing 1 meal versus 3 meals of identical nutrition. They're usually comparing calorie restriction with eating windows versus standard eating patterns without restriction. The benefits might come from eating less total food, not from eating it all at once. Science loves to bury its nuance in footnotes. Here's what happens when you compress your eating into 1 or 2 meals. You naturally tend to eat less overall because there's only so much food you can physically consume in a sitting. Your body gets extended periods without insulin spikes, which some researchers believe allows for better fat burning and cellular repair. But flip the coin over. If you're older and eating just once a day, you might struggle to get enough protein to maintain muscle mass. You might not absorb nutrients as efficiently from 1 massive meal. You could end up malnourished while technically eating enough calories. The establishment recommendation is still 3 balanced meals a day, sometimes with small snacks. Why? Partly because it's easier to give everyone the same advice than to say, figure out what works for your unique biology. Partly because constant eating is easier to monetize than telling people to eat less, frequently. Consider the person who eats once daily, but snacks constantly. Are they really doing OMAD, or are they just calling grazing by a different name? The line between a meal and a snack gets pretty blurry when you're 65 and nibbling on nuts, fruit, and cheese throughout the day. Your body doesn't read diet books. It doesn't know it's supposed to be hungry at noon or require fuel every 3 hours. It knows energy availability, nutrient status, and historical patterns. If you've trained yourself to eat 3 times daily for 40 years. Switching cold turkey to one meal might feel like torture. But here's where adaptation enters the picture. Give your body 2 to 3 weeks on any new eating pattern and it adjusts remarkably well. Those hunger pangs at specific times, largely conditioned responses, not genuine metabolic emergencies. Your ghrelin, that's your hunger hormone, follows patterns you've established. The current scientific consensus, if you can call it that, suggests that meal timing matters less than what you eat and how much. But meal frequency might affect how easy it is to stick to healthy eating patterns. Some people do better with structure and routine. Others thrive on flexibility and intuitive eating. What about that coffee replacing breakfast? Black coffee on an empty stomach triggers autophagy, keeps you in a fasted state, and for many people provides enough of a metabolic kick to feel alert and functional. Add cream and sugar, and you've technically broken your fast, though the metabolic impact is still minimal compared to a full meal. The real question isn't whether one meal, 2 meals, or 3 meals is objectively superior. The real question is, what allows you to maintain a healthy weight, preserve muscle mass, get adequate nutrition, and feel genuinely good without constant digestive distress? Those criteria matter infinitely more than following some predetermined schedule. Think about traditional cultures around the world. You'll find everything from one large meal daily in some African traditions, to constant grazing in Mediterranean cultures, to 3 squares in Western societies. Somehow, people in all these patterns manage to survive and thrive for generations. Modern research is finally catching up to what your body might already be telling you. If eating 3 full meals makes you bloated, heavy, and fatigued, that's data. If 2 meals plus coffee feels sustainable and energizing, that's also data. Your personal experience isn't something to override with generic recommendations. The twist in this whole debate? Both the Eat Frequently camp and the intermittent fasting camp can cherry-pick studies to support their position. Science hasn't settled this definitively, because the human metabolism is fantastically complex and influenced by age, genetics, activity level, stress, sleep, and about 50 other variables. So where does that leave you? Standing in your kitchen, deciding whether to eat breakfast or skip straight to lunch. It leaves you with permission to experiment, to listen to your body's actual signals, rather than inherited wisdom or trending diet protocols. The right answer for you might be completely wrong for someone else. That's the game behind the meal frequency wars. Everyone wants simple rules, but biology deals in complex systems. Your best move? Track how you actually feel across different patterns. Monitor your energy and health markers, and trust that your aging body might know something that rigid meal schedules don't. But just wait, next month, there will be a new study claiming breakfast is essential again, or that fasting 16 hours daily prevents aging, or that eating 6 small meals cures everything. The confusion is the only constant in nutrition science.